The Ricciardo kart brand's got a pretty good livery, pretty outstanding livery that's very easy to spot, nice colours. Actually, if you tug your shirt, we can have a better look at the logo there. What influenced the design, and why did you choose those particular colours?
Yeah, when I started thinking of designs for the kart, I wanted it to be unique. I mean, so many karts now, I think a lot look very nice, and lots of nice colours and this and that, and I thought, what can I do to make it stand out or be different? So the first thing I thought was, does anyone have a white frame? Because I thought, white's obviously a very simple colour, but I wanted it to be different, so it didn't look like anyone was doing a white frame, so I wanted to do like a pearl white. Obviously it's a little bit tricky to keep clean, but I thought it would at least stand out. And then the whites and the blues and I guess the silvers, I wanted to keep it pretty simple and clean, so the car looked like it stood out, not too complicated. And my logo itself, so my sort of DR logo, has an electric blue. That's sort of the standard colour for it. And I thought if I can use this in the Ricciardo kart branding and colours, it'll look quite effective on track. So clean, crisp, modern, I think that's the look I went for.
The Ricciardo kart team's been racing just for a short while now. What do you think of the results that you've seen so far? How do you think it's coming along?
Yeah, so far, I mean, let's say for our first season in karting, I think the results have been pretty good. Obviously we're always, it's like me with my own racing, you always want more and always expect more. But you obviously can't ask for too much in the first year. You've got to hit the ground and walk before you can run. And I think we've definitely started off at a good pace. We've had some really good drivers as well representing the brand. So I'm really looking forward to getting out to a few races now towards the end of the year as the calendar settles down and cheer on the team. But don't get me wrong, the first impressions have been positive. So really excited to see what the brand can evolve into.
Technology is really moving along at quite a pace now in karting. They've even got telemetry and things like that you didn't used to see before. So these are all things you're used to dealing with now in Formula One. How involved have you been in the actual development of the Ricciardo kart?
Yeah, karting's changed a lot since I left. So I think I stopped karting I did stop karting in 2005, and it's come a long way now. Even simple things with the karts, you've got front brakes, but yeah, the telemetry, the data, it's a lot more complex. So it's more familiar with what I'm doing now in Formula cars, but it's moved along a long way. So I think for me, I've tested the kart a few times, and let's say the pro drivers who race for us are in a much better position to give their feedback, obviously with the karts and how they've changed so much. But I feel I'm still able to offer a lot. And I think just having from my point of view, obviously it is different to Formula One, but there are some things which I think karting is taking from Formula One now, and some of these experiences that I've had, I think I can bring into the karting as well. So it all blends into one, and I think everything is valuable and useful at this level.
So in your case, Daniel, karting led you all the way through the single-seaters to the heights of Formula One, where you are now. So are you aware of a sense of being a role model for young kids and who are starting out in karting? What would you say to them?
It's really nice, to be in the position I am now and then be able to, I guess, motivate and in a way support some young drivers coming through the ranks. The good thing is, if I let's say help out some young kids, by the time I'm finished Formula One, then they'll probably be coming through. So I won't have to compete with them at any time. Therefore, I can give them all my secrets. So I honestly do get let's say I feel satisfied when I help someone out, and I feel my experience now gives me some of these capabilities to sort of nurture some young guys and help them through the ranks. So I think that's one of the things as well why I started the Ricciardo kart team, is to be a bit of an influence on young racers, and to show them that if you really put your mind to it, it's possible, and karting is the best way to start doing it. So it's nice to be involved like this.